Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the praise break. Now, let's welcome Dr. Kris Erskine, the senior pastor of the Movement Fellowship Church in Birmingham, Alabama. Good morning, Pastor Erskine. Love you, man.
What's up, Rickey and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family? It's time for prayer. Let us pray. Oh, Lord, our Father and our God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for powerful provisions. We know that everything we have need of, your hand have provided. We're able to shout today, great is thy faithfulness, O Lord, unto us. Because you are a God who does provide, you are the God who does provide, we are thankful that our needs are already met. I pray for those who are in need on this morning, knowing today, this afternoon, tonight, that you are able to meet those needs through the power that only comes from you. I pray for someone who needs a move in their finances. For whatever the situation is, remind them that all the silver, all the gold belongs to you. And for someone who is employment challenged, I ask that you would give them stability in their work, that you would help them to meet every need that they have, and know that, God, you are the sustainer of our lives, that every good and perfect gift comes from up above. We believe you as our provider today, and thank you right now. It's in your son's name we pray. Amen. All right, Rickey, thank you so much, man, for this opportunity. We big you up in Birmingham and love you to life. If you're ever in the city of Birmingham, why don't you check us out 8 a.m., 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning, 1140 Pratt Highway in the beautiful city of Birmingham. Again, that's TMFC. That is website as well as social media platform. Join us. We want to lift you in love and love you to life.
Thanks, Dr. Erskine, man. He's the senior pastor of the Movement Fellowship Church in Birmingham, Alabama. It's time for the praise break on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 after the hour, front page right here. What up, Alfredos?
What up, Ricky? It's Monday, March 2nd. Here's what's going on in the news. The U.S. and Israel launched major airstrikes on Iran late Friday, and Hezbollah and Israel continue to trade attacks on the third day of fighting after the killing of Iran's supreme leader. The administration says the goal is to stop Iran's nuclear program. 3 American service members have been killed and 5 seriously injured so far. And Trump says, quite matter-of-factly, there will be more.
And sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. Trump also delivered a direct message to Iran's Revolutionary Guard.
I once again urge the Revolutionary Guard, the Iranian military, police, to lay down your arms and receive full immunity or face certain death. It will be certain death. Won't be pretty.
Iran launched retaliatory missile and drone attacks almost immediately across the Gulf. In the UAE, missiles struck the residential areas and airports in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, killing at least 3 people and injuring dozens. Officials in Qatar say people were hurt when drones and missiles were intercepted over Doha. Kuwait has also reported casualties and damage. In Israel, Iranian strikes targeting cities and military sites have killed at least 8 and wounded dozens more. Here at home, police have identified the suspect in a deadly mass shooting outside a popular downtown Austin bar. 2 people were killed and 14 others injured early Sunday at Buford's Beer Garden. Sources say the suspect was a Senegalese national and a naturalized U.S. citizen with a history of mental illness. Officers shot and killed him at the scene. Investigators say it's still too early to lock in a motive. However, they are examining whether political or religious ideology played a role. Officials say the suspect was wearing clothing with Iranian flag design, and the FBI says there there were additional indicators from the suspect and his vehicle that suggest a possible nexus to terrorism. And in Cincinnati, police are searching for the gunman who opened fire during a crowded birthday party at the Riverfront Live music venue. 9 people were shot early Sunday morning. Officials say all of the victims are expected to survive. Investigators have not released a suspect description and say the motive is still unclear. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Atlanta Falcons fire assistant coach LaTroy Lewis after being accused of sexual assault that stems from his time when he was a coach at the University of Michigan from 2023 and 2024. A woman claimed that he raped and attacked her in separate incidents, including graphic messages he allegedly sent her as well. We'll keep you guys posted on this situation right here. Former NBA player Kwame Brown. He continues, as everybody else continues, to debate about Jordan versus Bron versus Kobe Bryant. GOAT debate. Here's his thoughts.
Everybody want to change the narrative for LeBron because they don't want to say that this guy is narcissistic as shit. He care about somebody calling him the GOAT. I've been around MJ. I've been around Kobe. They don't give a if you call them the GOAT. They already know it. Name anybody that got to keep saying what they is. If you a fighter, you ain't got to keep telling nobody you can fight. You just wait for somebody to up and you kick their ass. Everybody know that.
Hey, man, this conversation on social media is getting deep. Like, it is what it is, but I'm down for it. Let's talk. Let's debate. That's my quick sports support right there, man. Rick Dog. Good morning, Brat.
Rock T, it was a night of excellence at the NAACP Image Awards, and I got the details up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for Rock T's joke of the day. It's Monday. Happy Monday, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Rock.
So a man walks into a library and says to the librarian, "I'll have a cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke." And the librarian leans forward and whispers, "Sir, this is a library." And the man nods and says, "Oh, sorry about that. I'll have a cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke."
Oh, man. Man, that was so disappointing.
Let that thing sit on you, dog.
It did. It sat on me. It did rock.
He was in the library, man. Come on, dog.
So he whispered the same thing.
Yes, sir.
He said, yes, sir.
She tried to tell him, "Hey, this ain't no restaurant. This is a library." He go, "Oh."
Right. See, the fact that you had to explain it was hurtful.
Come on, Gary, you got to make yourself think, dog.
Yeah, honey. No, you shouldn't have to think about a joke, though.
Those are the good ones.
It should hit you immediately. Like, if you got to figure it out, it's kind of a riddle instead of a joke.
We're going to try again next Monday, Rock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T.
BICTH.
Job. JOB.
ELGSES. Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, party people, it's about that time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week. Gary is going to provide us with a new definition and explain how to use it use the word in a sentence. All right, Gary, what will you be expanding our vocabulary with this week?
Let me tell you something, Ricky. Honey, this word was pulled out of somebody's butt. Because ain't never heard a black person or nobody ever say this word.
That don't mean it's not a word.
Yeah, honey, I ain't never seen this word before, and I know ain't nobody that I know of African descent heard this word.
But if the Lord bring you to it, he'll bring you through it.
Oh, I can't see. Well, let me see if he can bring me through it then. But anyway, this week's word, Ricky, is sesquipedalian.
Oh, Lord.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They've been a little too easy the last few weeks.
Well, honey,
yeah, nobody's using this.
What Pastor Warnock said, then he said, this is only a test.
Yeah, and this is definitely a test, honey, because this word is definitely testing me, and I mean,
it's really not that hard, Gary. Look at the breakdown. Look at the phonetic breakdown. It's not that hard.
Phonetic. Google phonetic. Alfred.
Yeah, Alfred, what's phonetic mean? That sounds like a word, a sound.
Yeah, that's when you sound it out, but I will Google it for you.
Look at how it's broken down into syllables.
Sesquipedalian.
Now bring it all in.
Sesquipedalian.
Try to put that pronunciation on the day, like the emphasis on the D-A.
Because people in Charlotte are listening.
Or D.
Oh, I'm Charlotte.
And Raleigh.
Yeah, and they in Houston, too, honey. I was there, and they was like, we wait.
What they say?
The people in Houston, first of all, they loved your show the other week, but I was there on this weekend speaking on mental health. But anyway.
You're the perfect spokesperson.
That's all right, Gary.
Thank you, Brat.
By the way, Gary, you wanted the correct definition of phonetic. It means how words are pronounced.
Oh. Sesquipedalian.
Okay, breathe.
Sesquipedalian.
Sesquipedalian.
Yes.
Wait, damn it. Let me say it. Oh, yeah, Sesquipedalian.
There you go. There it is.
Good job.
Boy, ain't nobody saying
And it's an adjective.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's an adjective.
And
Also,
the definition. Yeah.
Characterized by long words or being long-winded.
Oh.
Now use it in a sentence.
Okay. Describing me as an individual does not require sesquipedalian. Is that correct?
Hey.
Emphasis on the D-A. But it's,
Sesquipedalian.
Sesquipedalian.
There you go.
All these damn English teachers here.
I was just trying to
Now you got to start over with the word.
Describing me as an individual does not require sesquipedalian. Ricky.
Sesquipedalian.
Yeah, church music day. Praise is what I do. Cause I mean, we need some. I think the music.
Yeah, that loud
word
music.
Up.
You got to finish the sentence, though, man.
No.
There you go. Let Jesus. Now try it now.
Describing me as an individual does not require sesquipedalian.
Oh my gosh.
Sesquipedalian.
Sesquipedalian effort.
God.
Really, just saying queen or lady boy will suffice.
Lady boy.
Don't worry about the last part. As long as you got the word, you focus on the word. You let the devil let them write the sentences to try to bring you down, try to make you feel like you're not more than or that you're not better than. You keep doing what you're doing because
Let
when
me
Peter
read it
took
again,
his
though.
eye,
I need to know what it means. I need to know what that means. You talking about don't mean what it mean?
We don't know.
Something about sesquipedalian effort. Really, just saying queen or lady boy will suffice.
Love Jesus. Woo! We love the Lord. My name is TJ, and I love the Lord. My name is TJ, and I love the Lord. We love Jesus. Woo! We love the Lord. Glory. The kingdom.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has a tea and the Kahlua of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Unless you were living under a rock, honey, you didn't realize, honey, that the NAACP Awards aired this past weekend, y'all. I think it was the 57th annual NAACP. Hold on, my earpiece fell out of my ear, honey.
Come on, man.
But anyway, it aired this past week, and people are still raving about all the stars that showed up and showed out. But I will say this now, I still get a little upset every now and then when the celebrities are invited to these award shows and win awards, and they don't show up there to get the award. That kind of hurt me a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. But the ones that showed up, baby, showed out, and they looked amazing. In particular, I'm going to call some of the names of some of the people that looked amazing, and people are raving. In particular, honey, EGOT winner Miss Honey Viola Davis. She looked amazing. seen Rickey, she was wearing a beautiful, beautiful burgundy gown. It was a one-shoulder pleated gown, and it was by Marc Haliam, and it was exclusive. She dressed it up, y'all, with some Lagos jewelry. And it's so funny. I was with my friend Monica this past weekend, and she bought a piece of Lagos jewelry. And here goes, honey, Miss Viola Davis wearing her beautiful Lagos jewelry. So congratulations, honey, to her. She was with her husband Julius and her beautiful daughter Genesis. She looked amazing, honey, at the award show. And another celebrity that looked real good at the award show was Mr. Coleman Domingo. Now, he had on this nice hot mustard yellow outfit, which he always dresses up when he goes to awards, honey. It was a beautiful matching trousers, as they put it, with a ruched turtleneck sweater, honey.
Ruched?
Yes, ruched. That's when it's just, kind of like crinkled up. Like a lot of women who a little bit don't want to show their poofa, they'll wear a ruched dress or whatever so you can't see the poof. And he had that turtleneck on, honey, and it was by Sergio Hudson. So if y'all want to go out and get that. Salt and Pepper looked amazing, honey. They looked all good. They were all pretty and they nice black and white. And, I was glad and happy to see them together. At one point they were kind of going through a little rocket thing.
Spinnerella was there?
Oh, she was. Rickey, she was there.
Good.
She was there. I was happy. She was there. She received the award with them all. She spoke and everything. And it was really nice to see her because, like I said, they were going through their little moment at one time. But now they are back together and they getting their NAACP awards, honey, and doing what they do. Tyler, now, the South African singer Tyler, she looked amazing. She wore a nice, beautiful gown. She had this nice boa, a feathered boa on it. It was by Tamara Ralph. If y'all want to Google Miss Tamara Ralph, she looked amazing in her gown. And so many other girls. Eva looked amazing, honey. She had this beautiful, crystal gown, honey. Beautiful, honey. Left straight from the radio station and went straight to the NAACP awards, honey. So she looked good. So congratulations to all the celebrities that showed up and showed out. They looked amazing. And to those that didn't make it because they couldn't find a babysitter or whatever the situation may have been. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Oh, my God. Have y'all got y'all T-shirt yet? Did anybody get that T-shirt?
What T-shirt?
From King, T.I.'s son. It's being reported out that T.I.'s son, King, honey, he dropped another diss track in his ongoing beef with 50. What they said in the video titled Sailor, they're saying King is wearing a black T-shirt with a picture of 50 Cent's deceased mom on it, Sabrina Jackson. Oh, wow. They're saying all the celebrities are just reaching out to get it. In particular, they're saying Rick Ross, he aligned himself, y'all, with T.I. and King in that war against 50 Cent. They say Rick Rose hopped in King's comment and wrote, "Need that T and a 3X, little bro." And King said, "It's on the way." And they're showing him wearing that T-shirt. So I guess that's the new hottest T-shirt going on. So, the stars are. What'd you say, Rock T?
It's kind of dark, ain't it?
I wouldn't wear nothing like that.
Yeah.
That's what they say. All the celebrities are wearing now, I guess. So there you have it. All right, moving on to my final story, y'all. Nene Leakes is finally speaking out, y'all. Nene Leakes is denying. She is denying y'all kissing that Memphis attorney in a viral video. Now they're saying she is denying kissing prominent Memphis lawyer.
AI?
Huh?
The AI?
Well, she didn't say it was no AI because they show got the picture showing, and the picture looked like she was kissing, but they said she denied kissing Memphis attorney Arthur Horn III at the recent Grizzly game. Now, they're saying TMZ, honey, obtained a video of the former Real Housewives star locking lips with Arthur at a Grizzly game, honey, on Wednesday night. But, honey, the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum, she took to social media to say the kiss was just a drunken peck, honey, during a boozy night out. Nene claimed y'all that Arthur is not. I repeat, she said he is not her man, and she said they are just dating. She suggested y'all that the viral clip was misinterpreted by bloggers for clicks and views. She said she and Arthur is just one of several men. He is just one of several men that she's dating, including her longtime boyfriend, Nasialealo Sio. Now, Nene said Arthur is a great guy, but she's leaving her options open, and she's doing just what her counterparts do. And I think more African-American women need to do that. Date and leave your options open. Don't just date one man, date a couple of them and stuff, because men date 50 women and don't call none of them a girlfriend. So, Nene, girl, you go, baby. Do exactly what you're supposed to do.
Did a couple of them, Gary?
That's right. Get a couple of them. My friend will never get Deborah. You just say she had a man to fix her car, a man to help her with her bills, honey, and one, honey, take her out. So that's what you get.
Somebody to clap them cheeks.
He be the brokest one.
So congratulations, honey, goes out to Nene. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is geranium. On the high end, you say geranium, and on the low end, just say beautiful red. That's your color for
That's
today.
a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
It's the Rickey
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake up call. Get in the 866 Here we go.
Here we go. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. Woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes. Go and be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
My name is John Felder, and I'd like to give a wake-up call to my mom, my brother, and my wife, and my beautiful daughter. I love y'all, and have a good day. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's Christopher Lunsford from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, telling all my family to wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Keandra calling from South Park, and I would like to wake up everyone in the world to get up and wake up, wake up, wake up.
What's going on? Good morning, good morning. What's up, cuz? It's the boy CP, cuz. I'm from Tallahassee, cuz. I want to wake up. Black Tony, cuz. Black Tony, get your ass up, cuz. You got to come to work, cuz.
What's yours? Because we going to let them know. Come on, Charleston. Wake up. Baton Rouge. Wake up. Tallahassee said, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Montgomery. Wake up. Columbus. Wake up. In Albany. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You're welcome, Ricky.
All right, y'all, coming up, y'all, Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. You don't want to miss that. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rick. Good to be with you this morning. How you doing? How's everybody doing?
Blessed. Happy to have you, bro. We good, dog.
Man, good to be with you, but it's an interesting morning, y'all. I mean, the world that we are in right now is not the world that we went into the weekend with, and we are at war. Yes, and so the United States and Israel have, in a real way, not only attacked Iran, but killed its supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, and several members of their leadership. President Trump called for the Iranian citizens to use this moment to rise up against the regime. And in response, we've seen not only Israel, but many of our allies attacked. And so Doha in Qatar, Abu Dhabi, and Dubai have all been attacked. There have been drones and missiles fired at other allies. And if we did not think that we would be at war, we have come to a real awakening. And there's so many issues at play here, Rick. It's hard to even cover all of them in the time that we have. But number one, there are members of Congress that are still saying, wait a minute, we never weighed in on this. The UN was not considered at all, was not consulted at all. This is really the United States and Israel. This is really Netanyahu and President Trump on their own deciding that they were going to war. And the implications, I don't even know if we can really assess them. So we know for certain that 3 U.S. planes were hit by friendly fire over Kuwait. All of those pilots are still alive, but there are servicemen and women who were killed in Kuwait. Those are the only U.S. casualties that we know of right now. There are over 500 in Iran, including over 100 kids at a school there. And the death toll is just going to continue to rise. And so I wish, Rick, I had the ability to give you some kind of clarity on what the future holds. But all we know is that we are going to continue to attack Iran using air forces. And all we can assess is that Iran is going to continue to use missiles to attack our allies. And so this is not going to be a short conflict. The Iranian government is saying that there will be no negotiations at this point. I think the only thing that we can start to assess is that we know oil and natural gas is going to be impacted as a result of this. And in some cases, I've heard some people say that the oil and gas crisis is the one thing that actually might create space for negotiations. But we just don't know, Rick. So like I said, I wish I had the wisdom to give more clarity on what the future of this is. But in light of there not being any negotiations, our allies being attacked, and Trump and Netanyahu's real focus on annihilating this regime, we're going to be in for, at the very least, weeks, if not months, of sustained conflict.
I don't think there's an exit plan.
I don't know. Well, what was the entrance plan?
Exactly. I mean, I think he just had a notion to do this and just did it.
Yeah.
Well, they're using the nuclear plan. They say that they want it's because they want them to get rid of their nuclear
they had
stuff.
that under the agreement that Obama put together that he tore up in his first administration.
Well, and that's a reason, but it's not a strategy.
Right.
So even though they clear on the reason, they haven't given a strategy for what says we're winning or losing or what the goal is. And so, I know we're going to be talking about this for a long time. Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Let me know what you're thinking about this. And as I leave, congratulations to Sinners for 2 SAGs last night for Michael B. Jordan and Best Ensemble Cast. That's some good news before we get out of here, y'all. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all on Thursday.
Hey, love you, Jeff. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. John Lion, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Yeah, man, on the gram at JAH Lion Sound.
JAH Lion Sound, Black Tony, happy Monday, man. You coming to work?
Let me tell you something before you start fussing. I'm trying to be there right now.
I just asked you a simple question. You coming to work?
I was trying to get there. I went to bed early and everything last night. Trying to get there, but I got to deal with Dawn Stoop. I don't even want to call the lady Dawn. I just want to say that sometimes when people take you literally,
yeah,
that it messed things up, Shawty. It just messed things up because now I got to deal with this. Now it's another day I can't come to work because somebody else did something dumb.
Okay, but
because I had to keep my niece yesterday, Shawty.
You ain't have to. You started.
My sister brought my niece over here for me to keep them for her because she had to go to court this morning. I had to take them to school, which everything was gonna be great, but I was getting my hair twisted yesterday. You know, I got the twist, and the African lady who came over to do my twist, she said, I said she looked at my little niece's hair, and she said, you want me to braid the hair? And I said, matter of fact, it was looking a mess. And I was going to surprise my sister with get her kid hair braid. So she said, you want me to do just one arm? I said, no, do all of them together. So I did. I want to sleep. Because, it take a long time.
Yeah.
How about she braid all 3 of them girls hair together?
Yep.
Wait.
What you mean?
What?
They look like Siamese twins, Shawty.
No.
All that damn hair braided up together, Shawty. I wake up, Shawty, they laying on the couch, sleep, with all their damn heads stuck together, looking crazy.
Yeah.
I can't take them to school like that. One of them in the 1st grade, one of them in the 3rd grade, one of them in the 5th grade.
You just got to cut it.
Now I got to try to take their hair loose for my sister get over here, man. My sister go beat my ass.
Oh, man.
And my sister fight good, too. I can't whoop her.
Yeah.
She said, the lady said, you want me to do them all together or do them one? I said, do them all together. She
took it literally. There you go. I see.
She took it literally. And
you got to, Black Tony, listen to me. You got to be more Pacific.
I tried to be Pacific. I said, look. I tried to be very Pacific. I said, look, braid them all together. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay for it, all of it.
Yeah.
Now I'm missing a whole day of work. So, I get stressed out when I can't make it to work.
Really?
Yeah, they were asking about you and Charlotte at the comments. I'm asking, I said that you promised that you was coming Monday, but I had no idea that you was getting
right now. Then I couldn't come to Charlotte and hang out with you. I'm just real upset right now. Can I just come tomorrow, Rick? Please,
hey,
can
man,
I just come tomorrow? Please.
Promise everybody, man, that you
I promise you, Charlotte. I promise I'll be there tomorrow if you say it's okay, Charlotte.
On everything you love, man. On your mama.
On everything I love. On my mama, on grandmama, great-grandmama, everybody, boy.
On your grandmama.
Can I just please come tomorrow? Can I be at school for the day?
You can put it on your great-grandmama, man.
I'll put it on my great-grandmama. So I don't want everybody.
She about to turn 60.
Yo, she 58. But look. That's not either here nor there. Can I come tomorrow, please?
All right. What you think, Rock?
Go on, let him pass.
Alfreda's.
I mean, I've never even met him.
That ain't the point.
All of us are usually dumb as a motherfucker when it comes to women. All right, now women don't tell you you're dumb because they know that'll shatter your life. That'll your life clean up. But they will tell their friends. And when they're on the phone with their friends and you're not around, that's what they say. This is the dumbest motherfucker that I ever met. God, he's dumb. Girl, let me tell you what his dumb ass did last night. Big dumb has just walked in. I'll call you back. Goofy's home. I'll call you back.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Gary, good morning to you. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Ricky. Good morning to you. Good morning, America. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's raving the NAACP Awards that happened this past weekend, but more people are talking about y'all Taye Diggs, honey. Taye Diggs let them have it, honey, at the NAACP Awards. It's being reported, y'all, that Taye did the red carpet. He wore a beautiful dress. Some people are calling it a kilt.
You know it wasn't no dress. Was it a whole dress, Gary?
It was a dress. Yes, honey. They said it was a nice kilt. There's a difference between a kilt and a dress and a skirt at the awards, y'all. And they said people, honey, said he ain't Scottish. And people were saying, honey,
Just like Roddy Piper.
Yes, honey. It looked amazing. I said, I'm going to have to go get me one. But honey,
I'm surprised you don't have one, Gary.
You know, let me tell you something, Brad. You already have enough attention to you already for a certain lifestyle. I ain't adding more to it.
Gary, you can't add no more to it. You
wait a minute, Nick.
I'm just saying, you wear your flamboyant suits. You know what I'm saying? You can't really add more to it. I think a skirt would look. You know what? I think you think your legs too small.
And they are.
That's what you think, Gary, because I could see you wearing a kilt.
Yeah, or a skirt.
Or a dress.
I've
seen you in a dress before. We all have.
You need to work out your legs.
But Ricky, no matter how much you work out your legs, hell, they don't get big.
And they strong as oxen, you already know from y'all racing and stuff.
So they don't get big, honey. So I mean, child, but these legs were made for walking, honey. And that's what I'm going to do.
No skirts.
No skirts. But I mean, a pencil skirt.
Oh, hell no.
Yes. Give me a pencil one,
Jesus help us.
No.
Congratulations goes out to Taye Diggs. He looked amazing, honey. His nice kilt/skirt. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, according to Law Roach, that Zendaya and Tom are married. They say Miss Zendaya got married recently, honey. They said Zendaya and Tom Holland are married, and that's what her longtime stylist, Law Roach, is saying. They said the celebrity stylist, honey, who started styling Zendaya way back in 2011, spoke to Access Hollywood on the Actors Awards red carpet, where he sang out the wedding has already happened, honey, letting people know that it's already happened, and they missed the wedding. So if they married, that's good. They say because she no longer wears that diamond, she was wearing a gold band now. So
she must have told that stylist that it was cool to tell.
I had to have
because that is like, wow, you don't tell that.
Exactly, honey.
Yeah.
So they say Zendaya had a ring on that finger. And they say the next day, honey, they found out that the two were engaged. And then before you know it, Zendaya and Tom, they met on the set of Spider-Man, honey. So, she got her a working actor, so
and they look like they love each other, Gary. They do. I like them together.
They do. As long as he working, got a job, honey, she ain't got to spend too much of her money, I'm fine with him, honey. She could be just like Miss Ross. Miss Ross put all her money in the bank and married good Norwegian men. Norwegian.
Norwegian. Wow.
So congratulations goes out to them, y'all. And then on a sadder note, y'all, it's being reported out that the body of Nathan Smith, known as professionally DJ Young Slade, was found in the pond north, y'all, in Atlanta back in February. Now, he's the son of rapper Lil Jon. They say he drowned after ingesting hallucinogenic mushrooms, officials, y'all, in the U.S. state of Georgia. So they're saying that the body of Nathan, professionally known, they say he was found, and evidently he had hallucinogens, in his body. So we're going to definitely keep that family lifted up in prayer, honey, and everything, goes well. And if, you have issues or problems, seek out counseling or what have you. And then my Quick story, y'all. I want to say, give some shout outs, y'all, to some wonderful people. I was in Houston this past weekend. I was there doing a PSA for mental health. So I want to give a shout out to Tiffany and Trania. Those were the ladies that flew me in to come do the PSA on mental health on this past weekend in Houston, Texas.
Did you enjoy yourself, Gary?
I enjoyed myself. It was really nice, honey. I went to the Galleria. They took me to the Galleria, and I'm going to give a shout out to Kenny and Sania at this place called Hype. And also, y'all, to Rashida. You know Rashida?
Of course,
Rashida
a
Frost.
store, yeah.
Rashida, she gave a shout out, Rickey. They said they went to your show when you was there the other day.
Nice.
They tried to get to you. Yeah, so honey. So
I wish I could have seen her. Hey, what up, Rashida?
Yeah, and Rashida ain't aging.
No,
she
not
still
at all.
look young.
Ooh, she looks, yeah, she is fine. Yes,
she
sir.
still look
Love
young.
it.
I say,
Damn,
girl.
I didn't know Rashida was in Houston.
Yeah, she in Houston, honey. She's definitely in Houston. So they said they went to the show, honey. She and those people, Kenny and Shania. So congratulations to all of them, and thank you for having me out to do.
Yeah, we love y'all.
Yes, that's what's up.
Love Houston, because the mind is a terrible thing to waste.
It is.
All right, the Kahlua today, honey. The Kahlua today is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today, y'all, is geranium. What? On the hand, you say geranium. Uh-oh. What?
No, I was trying to see what coming up next. Alfreda's got it. Go ahead.
You talking while I'm talking?
Yeah, my bad. No, somebody was talking to me in my ear. Go ahead, Gary. What's
the Kahlua today is geranium. On the hand, you say geranium, and on the lawn, just say beautiful red. That's your Kahlua for today.
There it is. Y'all give it up to Gary with the team.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
A lot happened over the weekend, and the conflict in the Middle East is dominating global headlines. And Jordan this morning, just break everything down. Journalist, the one and only Roland Martin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Roland, for being here. Roland is the host of the Roland Martin Unfiltered. Roland, welcome back, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Man, so a lot of people are concerned about what's going on in Iran, and how has Trump been able to continue to initiate these major military actions and even go into war without zero input from Congress? And according to D.L. Hughley's Instagram, it's showing that over 500 troops was killed, according to D.L. Hughley's Instagram.
Well, not 500 United States troops. You've had 3 U.S. servicemen that have been killed. But that we still, of course, waiting on various assessments. So okay. So this is crazy and complex. Okay. So Donald Trump pulled the United States out. We had negotiated with President Obama a governance of Iran's nuclear program. Donald Trump said that was an awful deal. He removed us from that. So the United States and other Gulf states were negotiating a new agreement overseeing Iran's nuclear program. Well, while that negotiation was taking place, Donald Trump felt the Iranians were not moving fast enough, so he decided to break off negotiations and join with Israel in attacking Iran. Now, Israel has never wanted Iran to have a nuclear program. Israel has a nuclear bomb, and so they have warned for 30 years that Iran is close to getting one. So we joined Israel in attacking them. So Trump literally tells the New York Times that, well, we could have something similar in Iran with what we just saw in Venezuela, where we removed the Venezuelan president, and we are now telling the Venezuelan leadership how they should run their country. So he thinks we can do the same thing in Iran. Well, that ain't going to happen in Iran because Iran is led by hardline Islamists. Okay? Now, see, this is where it gets crazy. You remember the 1979 Iranian hostage crisis?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right.
Well, again, that's when the hardliners took over. So for most Americans, our mindset goes, well, this all started when the Iranians, hardliners, took over the country, took over our embassy for 444 days, held them hostage, and we've been fighting with them ever since. We call them a terrorist state and how they cause problems all around. But you got to go back to 1953, is when the United States overthrew, with the help of the United States, the CIA, and England, overthrew a democratically elected government, Prime Minister Mossadegh in 1953, because he wanted to nationalize their oil because they felt that then called Anglo-Iranian Oil, now known as BP, was making too much money off their oil. Well, the U.S. said, we'll help y'all overthrow them. We put into place the Shah. He ran a repressive regime, but we controlled the Shah. So this battle with Iran, and the Iranians used to love America. But until we overthrew their government in 1953, that's when everything changed. And so a lot of Americans don't want. A great book on this is Stephen Kinzer, Kinzer. Book is called Overthrow. It's a phenomenal book that details this as well. So this is what is really going on here. So we always say, well, we're doing things in American interest. But we have to understand, American interest ain't always that country's interest. Now, you got Iranians who don't like the hardliners. The Iranians allegedly killed some 30,000 protesters in the last several months who were taken to the streets. So you have people in Iran who don't like the hardliners, but they struck those protesters down. So there are people in Iran who don't like the mullahs running their country, but they are the ones who empower. We always say, what are our interests? And American interests always come back to oil. In this case, it's also protecting Israel. Now, here's what's crazy. What Iran is doing, Iran is like, okay, we're firing on all these other countries where there are U.S. bases. So they're firing on Dubai. They're firing on that, and they're now shutting down the airports. Well, here's the problem. Those airports are where all the traffic go through all the Middle East and other parts of the world. The Straits of Hormuz is where 20% of the nation's oil comes through. Who controls that? Iran. So we could see gas prices spike where oil goes up to $100 a gallon because of this war. And so Trump thinks this is so simple as, well, it could be like we did in Venezuela. His advisors are telling him, hey, man, this ain't the same. It's a lot more complex. So for the people who say we should have done this long ago, this is the problem when you say use the military to take someone out. There are cascading consequences that go beyond just bombing a country, and that's where we are. I know it sounds complicated, because it is.
So let me ask you this. Could China get involved because China gets a lot of their oil from Iran?
Well, when you say China get involved, China does not necessarily. China doesn't use its military the way we use our military. We actually bomb countries. Donald Trump has struck more countries than any president in history since he's been president. But
he's the
China,
peace president. How's that possible?
And there you go. And in fact, there's tons of video where he going back where he said, oh, Obama was going to strike Iran. Kamala Harris is going to strike Iran. Well, he has, and that's why you have conservatives who have been highly critical of him by saying, wait a minute, you promised us no new wars. Well, we know that was a lie. So do I think China will get involved militarily? No, but China can influence geopolitical politics in a different way. And again, this is the thing that people have to understand. Donald Trump and a lot of conservatives think it's just so simple as we can bomb a country, take it over. Well, how did that work in Iraq? How did that work in Afghanistan? And that's the problem. It's not that simple, which is why diplomacy matters. And people may say, well, they're a terrorist state, and they're against Israel, and we stay with Israel. It's that simple. But it's not that simple because there's so many other countries that are impacted in that region, and we're seeing it right now. Iran is firing missiles on Kuwait, on Dubai, on a lot of countries in that area that also are where they have United States bases. And so this thing has opened up a massive Pandora's box. And Trump says we might have this fight for the next 4 to 5 weeks. Well, we'll see if that can be sustained, but the fallout is going to be enormous as a result of the action taken this weekend.
Hold that thought, y'all. More Roland Martin coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, everyday people. Hey, listen, we back with the journalist and host of Roland Martin, Unfiltered Roland Martin, and we're continuing this important conversation about the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And before the break, we were talking about the immediate tensions and global reaction. And, now, Roland, what could this mean long term?
Well, that's always the problem when you talk about long term. Obviously, you're going to have impact on oil prices. That's long term. You're going to have a skittish Gulf states as to whether who they align with. You've got Saudi Arabia, and which is a huge American partner, offering their military to other countries to assist them. And then, of course, according to Oman, that Iran had agreed to all of the major concessions of the United States in the negotiation, and the United States and Israel still bomb them. So the question is, will other countries say, well, why should we participate in negotiations if this is going to be the action of the United States? Listen, you had 150 girls, a school that was bombed in Iran, and those girls were killed. And a lot of Americans only care about American deaths, but you look at the hundreds of thousands who were killed in Iraq. So, listen, you can't predict what it is going to be. This is why military force is always the last option. Republicans and conservatives in this country blame Obama, blame Biden, blame Clinton. We should have done this a long time ago. Well, that's easier said than done, because as Colin Powell, the late Colin Powell, told President George W. Bush, he's like, listen, when you break it, you own it. And look what happened. We still are more than 20 years later, we're dealing with the fallout of what took place in Iraq. Again, the simple analysis was, we take over Iraq, we go in, we hold as victors, everything is great. Well, guess what? You now have to have a functioning government. And so when you remove a dictator, what do you replace it with?
Right.
You might replace it with mayhem. The same thing that happened in Iran. That's the problem. That's why
Roland,
diplomacy is so critically important. Yes.
I have a question. So the lack of oversight from Congress, it irks my entire soul. The fact that this man is just not held to any kind of oversight, any kind of pushback, any kind of Congress saying pump the brakes. What are we doing here? Why is the media why are they so reluctant to report on this?
Well, you got to remember, Republicans control Congress. Republicans control the House. They control the Senate. So therefore, they are beholden, and Trump controls the Republican Party. He controls MAGA. And so you have disagreeing people in Congress who say, well, Congress can authorize a war, but not actually declare war. And so you've had other presidents, Democratic presidents, as well, say that they have the power to take action that's not necessarily a war. Now, the big eight in Congress, that's the top four leaders in the House and the Senate, were warned of the actions taking place. But this is what happens when you also have Republicans who control all three parts of the government.
So let me ask you something. The Pentagon right now is holding a news conference as we speak, and Hegseth is promising that this is no Iraq and we won't go on forever. But it seems like, Roland, that nothing is done with this president and this administration without timing. And, we've got primaries, early voting going on across the country. Is this timing a coincidence? Will it affect voting?
I think it will affect voting. First, this is the understand Trump. There was a meeting in the White House where Zelensky was there, and Trump throws out, "Oh yeah, hey, during a war, you can't have elections." I mean, so he says these crazy things, and the problem is the media often goes, "Well, that's a Trump being Trump." No. He believes this stuff, and so it is going to have an impact because this is now going to be part of the equation. The questions that are being asked of the candidates in terms of where they stand. And again, his poll numbers are awful. And we've seen this before. And so a lot of people say, hey, history of Republicans, going to war when their poll numbers are low to help them out. You got the movie Wag the Dog that talks about that as well. And that's also part of this, because what often happens when America goes to war, it's, hey, no opposition, be quiet, we must unify. And I remember when that first Iraq, remember Phil Donahue was on MSNBC. They canceled his show because he had an opposition to war, and it's sort of like, get in line, we got to stand behind America. Well, that ain't happening. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have a lot more voices speaking against this here. And so it's absolutely going to have an impact. Now, Republicans think it's going to help them out, but it could go the other direction where it goes against them if this thing goes beyond 4 and 5 weeks. And if the fallout from this begins to be more American soldiers die, and if we see gas prices go higher, if we see the fallout in other countries as well, again, this thing right now is just Israel, United States attacking Iran, but you see Iran firing missiles at 5, 6 other countries. This thing could spread to impact 10, 15, 20, 30 other countries. That's why this is so unpredictable.
Man, that's some good information. Hey, Roland, let everybody know if they want more information, how can they reach you?
Look, we'll be breaking this thing down on the show tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live from New York at Susan Taylor's National Charismatic Gala. Follow us on social, and we're going to have black experts, black national policy experts, generals, and so that's the other piece. We're going to be emphasizing our people breaking this thing down to explain the geopolitical crisis that we now are in, folks, as a result of Donald Trump's action joining Israel and attacking Iran. So hit us on all socials at Roland S. Martin and, of course, Black Star Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because ain't nobody talking about it from the black perspective like us.
There it is, y'all. Roland Martin, y'all more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Special K. What's happening, big dog?
Well, you know what it is. It's Monday, so that means it is time for man laws. I need every male age 14 and above. If you're not in school for some strange reason, maybe you're playing hooky or you're sick or whatever, listen up because it's time to man up. All right? Let's start with this one. As a grown man, there's no excuse for crying while you're being arrested. Unless you're really drunk or you just got tased. You cannot cry when they're putting them cuffs on you.
Yeah, man up.
Take it like a man.
Man up.
Figure it out once you get to your first phone call and you call somebody to come bond you out. But do not cry while you're being arrested because it makes the cop uncomfortable.
And you can't say, can I call my mama?
No, you can't. just take it like a man.
Yeah, just
take it like a man.
Just call your mama once you get locked up.
Take it from somebody who knows. I've been arrested a lot of times in my younger days. And I never once did I cry.
Now, if your mama there while you're arrested, you're going to automatically start crying.
Well, what if you and your mama getting arrested together? That's even more impressive.
Yeah, you got to man up.
If you're at the mall with another guy, y'all cannot be in the dressing room together trying on outfits.
Who do that anyway?
Exactly. My point exactly. Two dudes cannot be riding in the car together, both licking soft-serve ice cream cones at the same time.
Ain't nobody going to no Dairy Queen, man.
Man.
Like, hey, man. We ain't going to Dairy Queen, man.
And it's especially, I emphasize, soft-serve. That means, you know,
hard serve either. We ain't getting no ice cream cone in the car.
Yeah, no, we ain't getting no ice cream cones together. One of us can have one, but both of us can't.
That conversation will be very happy.
Yeah. You can't be walking through another dude's house in a T-shirt and boxer briefs if that man is present. Don't do that. You can't walk around with a T-shirt and boxer briefs.
Who's doing this stuff?
But Ricky, if you know how y'all boys have boys trip and stuff. You wake up in the morning.
Don't nobody have no boys trip.
Nobody have no man's trip. That's a girl's trip.
It'd be like a what do you call it? A wedding, like.
Yeah,
bachelor party.
Yeah.
Bachelor party or something like that.
Yeah.
But still, there's no reason for no dude to be walking around in a T-shirt and boxer briefs with another grown man present. Do not do it. Do not do it. And finally, if you fighting another man and you get your tooth knocked out, you cannot get on the ground and look for it until the opponent has left the area.
Right.
Because he has no obligation to not punch you again while you're down on the ground.
Them veneers high as hell. Yes, you can.
But you got to wait till he leave, Rick.
No, right.
You can't look for it while he there.
What if he hit you so hard your change come out your pocket? Do you pick your change up?
That's
Not until he leaves. Yeah. Not until he leaves.
Well, if you ever get hit and some change come out of your pocket, you
or your shoe come off.
Your shoe can't come off, and nah.
Or if your glasses get knocked out of the area.
Right.
Yeah, because the other man don't have no obligation to wait on you while you looking for your lost items.
And then when you get the fight, you got to take your shirt off like you did something.
Yeah. And walk fast like, what's up? What's up?
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Monday, March 2nd. Here's what's going on in the news. Earlier this morning, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth explained why the U.S. joined Israel in a coordinated military strike against Iran over the weekend.
Tehran was not negotiating. They were stalling, buying time to reload their missile stockpiles and restart their nuclear ambitions. Their goal, hold us hostage, threatening to strike our forces.
The strikes killed Iran's supreme leader along with other senior Iranian officials. 4 U.S. service members have also been killed. Hegseth defended the mission, saying it's not another endless conflict and that President Trump made the right decision to carry it out.
It took the 47th president, a fighter who always puts America first, to finally draw the line after 47 years of Iranian belligerence.
Critics say Trump is no fighter, but instead a man who claimed bone spurs when he was called up to serve his country. FYI, Trump actually received 5 draft deferments during the Vietnam War, but I digress. Strikes were ordered without congressional approval, splitting Democrats' opinions. California Senator Adam Schiff disagrees with Hegseth on almost all fronts.
We have unleashed factors in the region now that we cannot control. If the Iranian people do rise up, as the president has called upon them to do, maybe they're successful. Maybe they get slaughtered in reliance on the president's implicit promise that we will be there to help them. But the president has made no case to the American people. He sought no authorization from Congress. We need to return ASAP and take up a vote on the War Powers Resolution.
Connecticut Senator Kris Murphy calls the operation a disaster, warning that working-class Americans will pay the ultimate price.
It won't be the billionaire kids of Donald Trump and his buddies that die. It's going to be the children of middle class and poor families all across this country who are going to die for a war of choice, a war of vanity, an illegal war.
In other news, South Carolina is honoring civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson. A processional will lead to the State House today, where he will lie in state from 11 to 4:30 Eastern. A public memorial service follows at Brooklyn Baptist Church. Jackson passed away last month at 84, leaving behind a legacy that helped shape the fight for civil rights nationwide. And lastly, real quick, a civil trial against Bill Cosby is beginning today. Donna Mostinger claims Cosby drugged and raped her in 1972. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, man? Sad news. University of Colorado quarterback Dominique Ponder died early Sunday morning in a single car crash that happened at 3 a.m. He was driving a 2023 Tesla at a high speed, lost control on a curve, struck a guardrail and then an electrical line pole before rolling down an embankment and catching on fire. He was pronounced dead at the scene, and that's sad. 23 years old, man. Prayers and condolences go out to his family. Atlanta Falcons fired their head assistant coach, LaTroy Lewis, after being accused of sexual assault that stemmed from his time at the University of Michigan back in 2023 and 2024. A woman claimed that he raped and attacked her in several separate incidents, including graphic messages he emailed and texted her while this was going on. So we'll keep you posted on that situation. The NBA player Kwame Brown, yes, Jordan versus LeBron versus Kobe debate of who the GOAT is continues on social media, and everybody jumping in on this bad boy. So here's what Kwame Brown had to say about it.
Everybody want to change the narrative for LeBron because they don't want to say that this guy is narcissistic as shit. He care about somebody calling him the GOAT. I've been around MJ. I've been around Kobe. They don't give a if you call them the GOAT. They already know it. Name anybody that got to keep saying what they is. If you a fighter, you ain't got to keep telling nobody you can fight. You just wait for somebody to up and you kick their ass. Everybody know that.
Kwame telling it like it is, man. Look, as long as this is, you agree or disagree, Rick?
I mean, that's a good argument.
Yeah, this argument is never going to die.
That's a really good argument. I would love to have that conversation.
Yes, sir. We need to. We need to set this thing straight, for good, and just, it's everyone's opinion, but I'm getting a kick out of everybody's opinion. That's out.
Man, my son beef about that all the time.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna keep it going, doggone it. That's my sports report right there. Follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot me in this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Dion Cole, he hosted the 57th annual NAACP Awards, and this past Saturday, he had a couple jokes that didn't go over well with some viewers. And the main joke was about Nicki Minaj. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Lord, we want you to bless our sister Nicki Minaj, Lord. Yes. She's been going through a lot lately, Lord. It hasn't been herself, Lord. I believe whatever's in her ass is affecting her brain, Lord. Take it out her ass, Lord.
Well, by this Sunday afternoon, he was on social media. He was posting screenshots of threats that he received in his DMs by both the Barb's and MAGA accounts. Some kept it basic, but some were profane, but others were violent. And he even talked about his deceased mother. Like, people really take it too far, you know. Dion noted that the backlash didn't stop after the show. But congratulations go. I'm sure he expected something, you know. Y'all comedians expect something from some people sometimes.
They'll be all right.
Because it's
they
comedy,
will get over it.
Yeah. But congratulations go out to all the winners. It was definitely a night full of black excellence as we wrapped up Black History Month. All right, y'all, moving on. T.I.'s beef with 50 Cent ain't showing no signs of slowing down, and now the family has entered the chat. T.I.'s son Damani dropped a diss track on Instagram titled Miss Jackson. It samples Outkast's popular song, Sorry Miss Jackson, ooh, and on the track he pins a letter to 50's late mother, Sabrina Jackson.
Yeah.
Man,
wow.
He's really talented. He really is. And also, y'all, T.I. dropped another diss track, and this one is called The Right One.
Yeah, we're not messing with nobody whose last name is Harris. Nobody. Kamala Harris, T.I. Harris,
That's
no
right.
Harris.
My last name is Harris, so add me to that
either.
list. T.I.'s
either.
baby girl, Eris Harris, she let him know, too. She don't play by her mommy. Here's what she had to sing.
What did you say about my mama? You know I don't play about my mama. You died a day for my mama, cause I say so. If you put your paws on my mama, you'll meet the class of her daughter. Those are the locks for my mama.
Oh my gosh, how old is she?
Her voice.
Wow,
Oh my gosh. She
so
sings on a lot of stuff.
adorable.
She is so talented. They have her in a lot of things. I think I saw her in a play. She's in a lot of things. She sings the Christmas stuff. She does a whole lot. She is very talented. So yeah, so that is what's going on with that. I shall keep y'all posted on all that stuff because this is the hot spot. And for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com and you can catch me on all my social media. It's So Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got the White Stone with the Praise Mix Down. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, this is Monday, time for the State of Black America. And this morning, we have the current president of the National Urban League, Marc Morial. Hey, good morning, Mr. Marc. We're happy to have you, and I know there's a lot going on in Black America.
Good morning, Ricky. It's good to be with you again, and this is the State of Black America. So this morning, I want to share a few thoughts. Number one, on this war in Iran. This war in Iran is an illegal war. Congress has the sole power to declare war and place the nation's military into an operation like this. The actions, no matter what you believe about the merits, violate the express provisions of the Constitution. So once again, we see executive power being abused by this current administration. But importantly, this week, I'll get an opportunity to participate in 2 funerals and homegoing ceremonies. First of all, in New Orleans, Dr. Norman C. Francis, the legendary educator and president emeritus of Xavier University, will be laid to rest tomorrow in New Orleans. Dr. Francis served over 40 years and transformed Xavier University into a powerhouse to prepare black people to become doctors and pharmacists. He was a Presidential Medal of Honor winner and an incredible man, and I count him as a surrogate father. And of course, later in the week in Chicago, the Reverend Jesse Jackson, a legend, a civil rights leader, a historic candidate for president. What more can we say about Reverend Jackson? So we must mourn these men, but we must celebrate their lives and their contributions. Please pray for their families, and this week, remember their incredible contributions, and let us commit to carry on their legacies. This is the State of Black America. Once again, I'm Marc H. Morial. Follow me across all social media and that's at Marc Morial and at Nat Urban League, and I'll see you next week on the radio.